We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the Washington Nationals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Carlos Martinez gets the start for St. Louis in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Carlos Martinez, one of the biggest arms in the game of baseball. Electric fastball, 95 to 99 miles an hour with movement up, down, in, and out of the zone. Powerhouse slider, and I mean as good as any slider in baseball. His changeup has gotten better. If Carlos Martinez brings his A game, he has the chance to throw a no-hitter every time he takes the mound.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. Grounded back up the middle, and this goes right through him. And how about that to start a game? He'll get it into second. Throw won't get him.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and getting to the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign. He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Nationals leave one, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Max Scherzer gets the ball for Washington in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And there's one down now. Standing in. Tommy Pham, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Harper will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now a swing and a ground ball for the second baseman, Kendrick. And a bobble out there by Kendrick. And a great job to stick. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
3-1 to Howie Kendrick. Matt Wieters waiting on deck. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Jerko has a play. 1 away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Striding in now for the Nats, Matt Wieters. From the belt, the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Zimmerman, the runner at second with 1 away. And this is right past Molina and back to the screen. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A changeup over the inside corner. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A shot down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Pham is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Marcell Ozuna, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, but he is in there with a triple.
That was not the way this pitcher envisioned the beginning of the game. Going for him wasn't that bad of a pitch. He jumps all over it. Nobody can run it down, and he's standing at third feeling pretty good about himself.
Coming to the plate now, Yadier Molina, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded to short. Turner has it. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ballgame. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Hit back up the middle. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Batting 7th, third baseman.
Here's Jed Jerko now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to center field. Eaton is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Leading off the inning, Max Scherzer, and they'll need him to get something going here. He takes a knee-high fastball. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The 0-2 once more. is a slider taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a pretty good 2-strike slider right there. I think that would fool them, and the umpire too.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He doubled to open up the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Digging in to try it again, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Out in front of it, strike one.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
Here now the 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. So stepping in, Colton Wong.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
First pitch on its way. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Right side. Scooped up on the backhand. And they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 9th, pitcher, Carlos Martinez.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Carlos Martinez. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is fouled at the plate. Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Harper shading to his right, and that's the third out. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Riding in once again, Anthony Rendon. He flew out in his last at bat. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? And that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Tommy Pham.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The batter, third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
One away now, and here's Matt Carpenter. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hard liner to center field. Eaton is there. 2 gone.
The left fielder,
ready for another chance. Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air to center. Eaton is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're up. Here's Howie Kendrick. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Second baseman.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like 2 different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it more skill and finesse.
So he got him swinging. Howie Kendrick becomes the first out of the inning.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
1-0 the count. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 1-1 is outside for a ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. And now for Washington, Michael Taylor. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
This is the cat and mouse of baseball right here. Batter versus pitcher. You fight so hard as an offensive player to get count leverage. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Check out the batting averages in those counts. And then check out the batting averages in even and behind counts with 2 strikes. 2-0, your eyes light up, and the batter didn't miss it.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here and the side is retired. One left.
Leading off for the Cardinals, catcher.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a line drive out to left center, and this is going to get down for a leadoff base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes, desperate times, call for desperate measures.
First pitch on its way. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here. Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Line to the right side. Dives, and he hangs on for the out. Wow!
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Here's Jed Jerko now. He swings and lines it to left. Taylor is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here comes the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Not an easy thing to do to fill up the strike zone and be successful doing it. How about this guy so far in this one? 100% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
In there, a base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting to that.
Martinez.
Standing in now, Carlos Martinez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and two gone here in the fifth. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch hit the other way out toward right field. Kendrick over to his left, and that retires the side. Cards strand a couple. They lead it 1-0. In now is Adam Eaton, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Pham is right there, and it's a very quick out number one. Ready for another chance? Trey Turner. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pham is after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now Bryce Harper. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball. Hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The next 0-2. It was an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. This is line to left. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. It remains 1-0. Here's Dexter Fowler now. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Right.
Now here's the pitch.
Dexter Fowler.
Way in front of that fastball. This is on the ground over to first. Zimmerman has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tommy Pham. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Rendon down at third. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now. 2 away.
Up next for the Cardinal, first baseman, Matt.
Digging in to try it again. Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Scherzer gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they lead. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stead either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
2 balls and a strike now. Missed with a slider.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an the strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. There's a swing and a high pop-up. And this is taken in for the second out. Riding in once again, Howie Kendrick. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Line drive to center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And a neck-high fastball that time. Here it comes, 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Here he comes again, 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. One gone for the Redbirds in the 7th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
Turner ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Paul DeYoung. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. No hits.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen. Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Digging in and looking for more, Michael Taylor. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. Around second. He's on his way to 3rd. And he'll make it to 3rd safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only 1 gone.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started. 1 out, and our first run is 90 feet away. The challenge now is to get him home.
Matt Adams will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 15, Matt Adams.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Swinging a soft liner. And that is through for a base hit. And the move to the bench will pay off handsomely.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Into the box now, Adam Eaton. He swings and grounds it to short. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to 2nd now with only 1 away.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, You very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Adams at second. Eaton at first. One gone. Swing and a liner. Foul.
Hey, I'm loving this right now. Classic battle. 5 foul balls in a row. I'd love to see this next one put in play for sake of pace of play, but I love the fact that he's battling.
Under it is Carpenter, and that's out number 2. And now Bryce Harper. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
No balls and a strike to count. Down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
The short hit hard. And that's through for a base hit. Adams ignores his coach. He's jogging for home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So
Your attention, please.
Call to the bullpen complete as the right-handed workhorse Ryan Madsen set to take over. Ready once again, Jed Jerko. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. He was great all night long. Colton Wong will stand in. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Now this is pulled softly in the air out towards second. And this is taken for the out.
Up next for the Cardinal, pitcher, Brett Cecil.
Jose Martinez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 38, Jose Martinez.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Eaton is under it, and that ends the inning. Down go the Redbirds. The Gateway Arch lit up at night here in St. Louis. Welcome back to our broadcast on MLB Network. Dominic Leone enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Calling for it, Pham. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. And now for Washington, Howie Kendrick hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. A 1 pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And Kendrick has a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
A ball and a strike to count to the switch hitting catcher Matt Wieters. Kendrick, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1 and 2. Hit down the line at first. Carpenter has it. There's 1. On to Carpenter. It's a double play, and that ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Sean Doolittle comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 62.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Doolittle.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, a little too much hook on it there. It's a foul ball. On the ground to the left side. Played on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The center fielder, number 28. Tommy.
Digging in once again, Tommy Pham, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Now the pitch. To short. Backhanded. And a desperation throw there, but it's way late as he got himself an infield single.
Hey, Devo, that's great hustle out of the box right there. The shortstop has to go deep in a hole to make the play, but he was thinking base hit as soon as he made contact.
Yeah, perfect placement right there. He's definitely rewarded for it right there. Nice play by the shortstop. There's not much you can do. You can either plant that right foot and try and come unglued with a throw to first base. You can use the Derek Jeter, try and jump throw, but I didn't think he was going to get him either way.
This is line to left. Taylor will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2.
The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Marcelo Zuna, his career line with Doolittle. He's a .333 hitter. Doolittle's ready. First pitch on the way. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Washington came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Max Scherzer gets the W on the mound. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for the ball game tonight.